Good evening, sports fans. Welcome to Sports Man Up here on this Tuesday evening, June 16, 2015. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Let's start off at the Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where the Boston Red Sox are looking to snap a 7-game losing skid against the Atlanta Braves after dropping a 4-2 decision to the Atlanta Braves last night. And bottom and first, Red Sox got on the board first. Here on a Mookie Betts double on a line drive to center field of Cameron Maven that scores Bart Colt, 13 double bet makes it 1-0. And Red Sox challenge played first call on field was upheld. Pebble Sandoval granted a double play. Shortstop Pedro Siriaco to the second baseman. Jace Pearson of the first baseman. Frederick Freeman scores Mookie Betts and David Ortiz advances to the third. 2-0 favor to the Red Sox. But top of the fourth. Freddie Freeman doubles on a line drive to right field of wrestling field. That scores Cameron Maven. 2-1 Red Sox to then. Nick Markakis grants at second baseman. Brock Holt, the first baseman. Mike Napoli. That scores Freddie Freeman. It's tied at 2. And then, bottom of 6, Xander Bogaerts singles on a ground ball to second baseman. Jace Peterson and Mookie Betts scores. Xander Bogaerts out to second base and catch a Rand Lavarnway to shortstop Pedro Siriaco. And 3-2 Red Sox. And then, Aaron Diaz doubles on a line drive to center field of Cameron Maven and scores Pebble Sandoval and Mike Napoli. 5-2 in the favor of the Red Sox. And then, bottom of 7. Brock Holt almost on a fly ball left center field that scores him, and it's 6-2 Red Sox boost 7. And then bottom 8 Atlanta Diaz triples on a fly ball to right fielder. Nick Markakis Pebble Sandoval scores 7-2 in favor of the Red Sox. And then Preston Castillo singles on a ground ball to shortstop Pedro Siriaco. It scores Atlanta Diaz and was 8-2 Red Sox. And then Brock Holt triples on a short fly ball to center fielder Cameron Maven that scores Preston Castillo, and it's 9-2 Red Sox for 8. But then, top of the ninth, Braves made it interesting as Pedro Siriaco hits a ground rule double on a fly ball to right field that scores Ronnie Ribby, 9-3 Red Sox, and then Adrian Brzezinski doubles on a line drive to right field of Rustin Castillo that scores Pedro Siriaco as the Boston Red Sox snap a 7-game slide by defeating the Atlanta Braves 9-2 as they improve their record of 28-3 in the season as Wade Miley got the win to go to 6-6 in the season, 6.1 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, and strikeout 8, while Joe Tran was settled Lawson. Next up, the Red Sox of the Braves will travel to Atlanta for a 2-game series against the Atlanta Braves as Joe Kelly, the man in the Red Sox, while Alex winning the man for the Braves. Alright, let's take a look at other scores around the majors here on this Tuesday evening here. St. Louis Cardinals beat the Minnesota Twins 3-2. Houston Astros over the Colorado Rockies 8-5. San Francisco Giants over the Seattle Mariners 6-2, and Oakland Athletics over the San Diego Padres 6-5. Alright, let's take a look at sports news here on this Tuesday evening here. Federal authorities investigating whether officials from the St. Louis Cardinals acting in the private computer systems of the Houston Astros, law enforcement officials said on Tuesday. In Boston, Major League Commissioner Rob Manfred says management can order expanded netting to protect fans without bargaining over the matter with the Players Association. In University Place, Washington, his game is well below par. He's laboring on his latest swing. Changes in he's coming out the worst performance of his professional career. LeBron James didn't have to state that he's the best player in the world for the campaign to make him the NBA Finals MVP and the victory defeat to gain momentum. And what represents a significant change in thinking, NASCAR said Tuesday will adjust its aerodynamic fuel package for the July 11th race at Kentucky Speedway. Jason Pierre-Paul may have made the tough business decision to stay away from the week's Giants minicamp, but his coaches still believe that the talented defensive end will be ready to take care of business when it's time to hit the field. Jimmy Butler, one way or another, is going to get paid a ton of money for the summer, whether it's by his current team, the Chicago Bulls, or another sooner remains to be seen for the restricted free agent 2015 All-Star. Perhaps Matt Flynn was signed by the Patriots as a veteran who can take over Tom Brady if the latter fails overturn his 4-game suspension. Irvin, Texas, there's an unfamiliar sound these days in the Dallas Cowboys locker room sounds. While no one will mistake the Cowboys' spacious locker room and inside their training facility for a library, but a tangible difference in the bomb inside it. Legendary Milwaukee Brewers broadcaster Bob Uecker took the ball to the head during Milwaukee Brewers batting practice Monday night. He ended up calling the game as he normally would, but eventually said to be a bit out of sorts and was found to have suffered with some mild concussion. In Alley, Germany, second-seeded Nick Nishikori won a close contest against Dominic Thiem of Austria 7-6, 4-7-5 to reach the second round of the Gary Weber Open on Tuesday. As the Eagles open up a 3-day mini camp in South Philadelphia, Evan Math was nowhere to be found. The veteran got his release last week, but his former teammates were forced to answer plenty of questions about his departure. Boston bounced to the Red Sox second baseman Dustin Pedroia, who had started the sixth quarter of the team's first 65 games, was held out of Wednesday's game because of soreness in his left knee, manager John Farrell said. Cindy LaRue's homecoming game in Vancouver tonight with the United States team has been well documented, but the team receiving a hero's welcome from the locals ran town. Malana Venus, a blind teenager, will be seeing the national anthem for Game 6 in the NBA Finals, NBA playoffs in Cleveland. Birmingham, England. Victoria Azarenka ran from 4-0 down in the first set to beat Varvara Lepachenko for the United States 7-6-4 in the first round Tuesday at a John Classic grass court Wimbledon warm-up event. And State College Pennsylvania, Joe Paterno is finally a Hall of Famer in the state where his status as a coach legend was marred by Penn State's child sex abuse scandal. And that's going to be it for the Peter channel. That's going to be it for the Sports Roundup on this June 16, 2015 on a Tuesday. POC, have a good evening, and I'll see you for the Sports Roundup after the Fall on the Peter channel, 11 o'clock news here. Have a good evening.